Hey guys, what's up? Swatychopsuey here. Um, yeah, I'm uncomfortable. All right, now seriously, today I want to talk about something. Um, so as you can see in the title, the loss of someone. I did lose a lot of people in my life, but this title is a little bit more specific. I mean, the death of someone. So last week, my grandfather passed away. Um, I know the fuck. Why am I making a video like that? Like I said, all my video has a point. This one has one. Last week my grandfather passed away, and you might think, well, he was just your grandfather. He didn't raise you or anything like that, so you shouldn't care that much. It's normal. That's what happened. That's what life does. It kills you. I know, but that's where you're wrong. He did raise me for a big chunk of my life. So it's not like I just lost my grandfather. It's kind of my second father. Well, I mean, he didn't raise me for like 10 years or anything. He raised me for some months, well, parts of my life, especially when I was much younger. So yeah, he was like pretty much a big deal. He was narrow-minded, but he was doing his best. He had a strong head, like me. You understand. Why I want to talk about that is because how they always the big old saying like talk to them, you might not see them tomorrow, something might happen, you never know, spend the time with them. I know that saying is really stupid because we're all human, we have stuff to do, and no matter your age, you're a buzzy human. You have desire. You don't need to stop living for someone else. So it's the same for my grandparents. Even though I know they were near the end, it's not like I would just, okay, I'm not gonna work for the next 10 months and I'm just gonna be with them. That doesn't happen. That's a good thing to do, maybe, but that's not what happened usually. But what I could have done though, is fix things. Because me and my grandfather, we didn't leave. He didn't leave on. We didn't. We didn't fix things up. We left in a big argument, and we never really fixed things up. Like I said, he's narrow-minded. He's got a strong head, and me too. So that kind of separate us, and we never actually made up. So the last time I saw him, we were still like in cold together. We didn't speak to each other. And that's basically it. That's the last time I saw him. Last time I saw him, we were in cold, and he died while we were in cold. I never got to make things up. And that's what I want to talk about, No matter who it is, when you care about someone and you have like a stupid it was stupid. Our argument were really stupid. When you have an argument with someone, just fix it, Don't I mean, unless oh shit, you raped me, or you raped my girlfriend, or you try to send me in prison. That's not excusable. That's okay if they die and you didn't made up, but our argument were stupid. It could have been fixed, and I never did fix it, and he never wanted to fix it either. So it was on my part to try to fix it, because he would never have fixed it. But we never made up. So on his last breath, I went to see him the day before he dies, but he was out cold. He was sleeping and breathing evilly. He was not there. He was out conscious. So I went in the room. I saw him on the bed, out cold. He was still alive, but he was not awake. He would never awake again. When I heard that, it was like, oh, okay. So he's gonna go, and I'm never gonna be able to talk to him again. Okay, that's cool. But he's still alive right now, right? So I can still be here while he's alive. Yeah, no. So, people left the room. I stayed alone with him, you know, because we did that. So I sat by him. I just hold his hand. And I bawled out like a faggot. I just did. I just cry. I just, like, all the, you know how you have heat building up when you're really sad or angry? You have this heat and then just pour out your eyes. And I was like, why the fuck am I crying? Why am I crying? Like, I'm sad, but I'm not. It just couldn't stop. I was holding his hand and it was like, you know, it was, that's what it was. And all the memories were like bursting in my head. Like, oh, I remember when I did this with him. I remember when I went to do that with him. I remember when he made me this. I remember when he gave me this, when he said this to me. And like, it was, I don't know if you guys can understand what I've been through, but it was just so, it was the first dad ever I've lived in my family, at least. It was just exploding my head, you know. It was insanely devastating. And then after a while, like 5 minutes or something, I started, you know, I've breathed out, and it was great. But yeah, the purpose of the video is, if you have someone that matters to you, that still matters to you, even after what they did, try to make peace with him. Don't hold grudges. Unless, like I said, of the obvious reason before, but don't hold grudges against people you actually care about. Pretty boring video, huh? Anyway. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching.
Et si tu n'existais pas, dis-moi pourquoi j'existerais.